guys, well, there's been a little bit of a change in my usual YouTube set. As you can see, the wall that used to be there is gone now, and we're doing a bit of renovations at home. I'm going to be moving office in the next couple of weeks to a different room, so yeah, this is a little bit more rustic than perhaps what you're used to seeing behind me in my previous videos. And over the next few weeks, I'll be in the lounge room and until the renovations are finished, and then I'll be in a new office space with a new set and everything. So I'm looking forward to that in a few weeks' time. But until then, I'm bringing my show to you from the lounge room here. So today I'm talking a little bit about Star Trek Discovery Season 3. Few little bits of information have come out over the course of the last week or so, just about the plot and some speculation as to when we might see the show on air this year, and a few other little bits and pieces. So let's get into that. So one thing I've got to say about Star Trek Discovery is the element I've always felt has been a little bit lacking in the show since it started is a sense of family and an ensemble cast. There's a lot of the cast members of the bridge crew and so forth who haven't really got the same kind of degree of screen time as other Star Trek series have, which have kind of been, the crew has been a family, you know, whether it's Next Gen or DS9 or Voyager or Enterprise or whatever. There's definitely been a sense of camaraderie, a sense of family in the crew. And one thing I've read is there's definitely going to be a little bit more a sense of that family ensemble in Discovery Season 3, which we kind of haven't really had to any great extent in the previous seasons. The other bridge crew members, such as Detmer and Owo and Reese and I can't even remember the guy's name. See, it just proves my point that, you know, there hasn't really been that family dynamic. So I think we're definitely going to see a little bit more of that ensemble cast element in Season 3 of Discovery. Now, when the season starts, from what I gather and what I've read, is that for the first 3 episodes or so, we're not going to have the Discovery in it. It seems like Burnham arrives 900 years in the future, and it won't be until about episode 3 that Burnham is reunited with the Discovery crew again, because it seems like she ends up 900 years in the future, and then it takes a full year of her time for the Discovery to come through the portal into that same time frame. So during that 1 year lag period that it takes the Discovery to catch up with Burnham, Saru obviously has been promoted to captain in command of Discovery by Pike at the end of Season 2, and it definitely seems like he's taken up that mantle of captain quite well. And there was actually a magazine article, a Star Trek magazine article came out last week, which showed Saru on the front cover about him and taking command of the Discovery and filling the shoes of the captain. So it definitely seems like Saru is going to take up that mantle of the captain of Discovery for Season 3. Whether it will be for the whole season or whether it might be just be for the first half of the season, we're not sure, because obviously there's always been that little bit of jostling between Burnham and Saru as to who might take up the job of captain of the ship. But I think Saru is the logical choice. He's obviously been in command of the Discovery since the battle at the end of the last season, and I think Burnham is always kind of, you know, fulfilling that kind of science officer slash kind of first officer role. So I think it would make sense to keep them in those positions. And according to the front cover of this magazine, that definitely would seem to be the case. Now, a recent interview with Wilson Cruz, who plays Dr. Culber in Discovery, would seem to imply that he's going to be doing a bit more doctoring this season, which kind of wouldn't be too hard, I think, considering, has he really done all that much doctoring in the first 2 seasons of the show? I kind of feel most of Dr. Culber's screen time in the past seasons has been devoted to angsty kind of relationship drama between him and Stamets. We kind of haven't really seen Culber to a huge degree perform the sort of doctoring that maybe our past doctors, Crusher and Bashir and Phlox and the EMH have kind of performed. It will be good to see Culber doing maybe some more typical starship doctoring type duties and not just be the angsty, whiny kind of relationship, foil to Stamets, which is kind of like what I feel the character has kind of been a little bit of in the last 2 seasons. Now, another recent interview, courtesy of Trek Report, with Doug Jones talking about his character Saru in season 3. Apparently, there'll be a lot of technology that will be quite impressive in season 3. We've obviously also seen in the initial trailer for season 3 these kind of I was calling them donut phases. They're sort of, they go over the whole arm and they're sort of got a round thing and they look like they emit some sort of sonic blast from them with a sort of a donut-shaped opening at the end. We've seen them, but apparently there's going to be a lot of technology and so forth that we're going to see at this 900 years in the future world that we're in that has a lot of impressive technology in it that's going to kind of blow away some of the previous stuff we've seen in Star Trek. So I think according to Doug Jones, he made a comment saying that the technology they'll be using in the future is kind of like the equivalent of if you were driving a Model T Ford in the streets or on the roads today. The Discovery is kind of ancient by present day standards or whatever, so it will be very interesting to see what starships are like 900 years in the future, and also some of the other technology, whether it's weaponry or scientific scanning devices, tricorders and whatnot, and how all that kind of side of things works. I think if we have a look at some of the production stills with Book and Burnham, there's a wrist, I think there's some sort of wrist device on his jacket or whatever, which looks like it might be whether it's a form of communicator or a form of scanner or something. And also another device on his chest, which appears to have 3 buttons on it, which kind of looks like it might be a communicator of some kind, but I'm not sure what the 3 different buttons do. Maybe you guys might have a theory on this. So hopefully we'll get some idea as to what that might be in future trailers or clips or whatever coming soon. Now, in terms of the air date for Discovery Season 3, nothing official has been released yet. However, with the recent announcement of Lower Decks starting in August 6, we're kind of able to do the sums and work out when we might be seeing Discovery Season 3. I think it would be unusual for CBS to put Lower Decks and Discovery on at the same time. Now, we know that there's 10 episodes in the first season of Lower Decks, which starts on August 6. So if we jump forward 10 weeks from August 6, that brings us to around the 8th of October. Thinking that Discovery Season 3 will be on air in 2020, with Christmas obviously till at the end of December, if they were going to be airing Discovery, they wouldn't want to do it right at Christmas time because everyone's probably going to be busy with family duties and Christmas shopping and whatever. I think they would probably want to start the show to get its hooks into people before Christmas break. So my prediction would be that Season 3 of Discovery is probably going to be starting sometime after the 15th of October, but probably before the start of December so that it kind of gives people a few weeks of episodes to kind of get their hooks into it so they don't leave and stop watching the show over Christmas and New Year break. So I think the most logical conclusion to make would probably be we're likely to see Discovery Season 3 on air probably late October or maybe even early to mid-November. So what do you guys think? Who do you want to see being the captain of Discovery in Season 3? Do you reckon Saru is the perfect choice? Do you reckon Burnham should take the captain's role? And what about the technology? Are you excited to see these weird kind of donut phases or stun weapons or whatever they are in action? What sort of fancy high-tech 900 years in the future technology do you think they're going to have in Season 3 of Discovery? And what do you reckon these little wrist devices are that Burnham and Booker have got in various different productions? Stills. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. In the meantime, guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment on this video, and also check out my merch at my merch site. I got a few new t-shirt designs up there in the last few weeks that are worth having a look at, so don't be shy to check them out. And I'll see you guys next time for my next review.